Today we are taking a look at Yuko Hiiragi from Chitose Is in the Ramune Bottle. This figure was released in the Trio-Try-iT figure line by FuRyu. Chitose Is in the Ramune Bottle is a high school youth series centered on Saku Chitose and the lively group of students around him. Within that story, Yuko is one of Saku's classmates and is known for her bright, cheerful, and approachable presence. Today's highlights for this figure are the completed school uniform, the flowing movement of the hair and skirt, and the lively pose that feels ready to burst into motion. The first highlight is the school uniform. The white blouse, blue striped ribbon, dark jacket, and blue pleated skirt are arranged in clearly separated layers. Blue edging follows the jacket collar, front panels, cuffs, and hem, while the light-colored buttons and rectangular pockets add smaller details across the darker surfaces. The second highlight is the movement in the hair and skirt. The long hair spreads widely behind the body in multiple separated locks, and the orange coloring along the inner sections helps show how those locks overlap. The skirt opens outward from the waist, with the raised hem and changing pleats continuing the movement across the lower body. The third highlight is the energetic pose. One hand brings the Ramune bottle close to the face, the other arm extends behind the body, and one leg bends sharply backward. These different directions combine with the wink and open smile to capture a cheerful moment filled with energy. This channel brings you figure reviews and anime merchandise updates straight from Japan. If you enjoyed this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. The face is built around a bright wink, with one eye closed and the other blue eye opened wide. The open eye shifts from darker blue around the outer edge to lighter blue toward the center, with a black pupil and white highlights. The closed eye is formed by a downward line with lashes extending toward the outer edge. Her mouth opens into a broad smile, with a red inner area and a lighter tongue along the lower section, giving the impression that she is calling out cheerfully. A small blue piercing appears on her earlobe between the face and hair. The bangs fall across the forehead in separate locks. A broad central section overlaps the area above the closed eye, while narrower strands continue toward the cheeks. A short lock rises from the top of the head and curves outward at the tip. Near the upper outer area, the hair is gathered with a blue ribbon. The long blonde hair spreads widely behind the body. Thick locks divide into narrower tips, with each section turning at a different angle. Orange coloring appears along the inner areas and ends of several locks, separating the overlapping layers. Two long front strands fall across the chest, overlap the jacket and chest ribbon, and curve outward at their tips. The upper body is dressed in a white blouse beneath a dark jacket with a blue ribbon at the center of the collar. Thin white lines cross the ribbon diagonally. The blouse collar opens around the neck, while the knot, two loops, and hanging sections remain clearly separated. A vertical division runs down the center of the blouse, and the surrounding surfaces narrow toward the waist. The jacket stays open at the front, allowing the blouse and ribbon to remain visible. Its folded collar frames the upper chest, while blue edging continues along the collar, front panels, cuffs, and lower hem. Light-colored round buttons run down the front and appear near the cuff. Rectangular pockets sit near the outer waist. At the back, the jacket hem lifts slightly away from the body, allowing the upper skirt to appear beneath it. The arm holding the Ramune bottle bends deeply and brings the hand close to the face. A white cuff extends beyond the jacket sleeve, and the fingers wrap around the rounded body and narrow neck of the blue-green bottle. The thumb supports it from the front, while the other fingers curve around the side. The other arm extends behind the waist, with the palm facing outward and the fingers spread apart. A blue waistband circles the waist and separates the white blouse from the upper section of the skirt. Below it, the skirt divides into narrow pleats that stay close to the body near the waist before opening outward toward the hem. Different shades of blue form alternating sections, while thin white lines cross vertically and horizontally. The vertical lines change angle over each pleat. At the front, the hem rises and falls in waves. Some edges turn upward while nearby sections drop lower, giving the skirt a lifted appearance. At the back, it follows the waist before spreading outward beneath the hair. The legs move in two directions. One extends downward from the hip, narrowing through the thigh, knee, and lower leg. A white sock begins below the knee and continues into the loafer. The other leg bends sharply, with the thigh moving inward and the lower leg extending backward in an almost horizontal direction. Its sock follows the bent ankle into the raised shoe. The brown loafers have rounded toes and horizontal straps across the insteps. Their openings surround the socks, while the soles continue toward the heels. On the lifted foot, the underside runs from toe to heel, completing the curved line of the bent leg. This figure is approximately 18 centimeters tall. That's about 7.1 inches. For size comparison, here's a 350 milliliter can. That's about 12 ounces in the US. Overall, Yuko Hiiragi by FuRyu stands out because this figure combines a cheerful expression, flowing blonde hair, a carefully arranged school uniform, and an energetic pose built around the Ramune Bottle. The face leaves a bright first impression. One eye closes in a wink while the other blue eye remains wide open, and the mouth opens into a broad smile. The darker and lighter blue areas inside the open eye keep the gaze clearly defined, while the small blue piercing adds another accent beside the face. The hair strengthens that presentation very effectively. The bangs are divided into separate locks across the forehead, with a broader section overlapping the area above the closed eye and narrower strands continuing toward the cheeks. A short lock rises from the top of the head and curves outward at the tip. Behind the face, the long blonde hair spreads widely in multiple locks. Orange coloring along the inner areas separates the overlapping sections, while the two longer front strands fall across the jacket and chest ribbon before curving outward. The upper body works well because the outfit layout and the pose support each other closely. The torso leans forward while the arms open in different directions. The white blouse, blue striped ribbon, and dark jacket remain clearly separated where their edges overlap. Blue edging continues along the jacket collar, front panels, cuffs, and hem, while the light-colored buttons and rectangular pockets add smaller details. One arm bends deeply and brings the blue-green Ramune Bottle close to the face, while the other extends behind the waist with the palm facing outward and the fingers spread apart. The lower body gives the figure much of its movement. The blue waistband separates the blouse from the pleated skirt, and the skirt opens outward as it moves toward the hem. Different shades of blue are divided by thin white lines that change direction across the folds. The front hem rises and falls, while the rear section spreads outward beneath the hair. One leg extends downward while the other bends sharply backward. The white socks continue into the brown loafers with rounded toes and horizontal straps across the insteps. What makes the figure especially effective is the way all of these elements connect. The eye moves from the Ramune Bottle and wink through the chest ribbon, pleated skirt, and extended leg, while the flowing hair, rear arm, and raised foot continue the movement behind the body. Because of that, fans of Chitose Is in the Ramune Bottle or Yuko Hiiragi will likely enjoy this piece very much. Collectors who like cheerful expressions, detailed school uniforms, and energetic poses should find it a very satisfying addition. That's it for this video. If there's any part of the figure you liked, feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.